My name is Dr. Marist. My pronouns are she, her, aya, and I'm Director of Counseling Services.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm a sophomore at Marist and I'm studying games and emerging media.
What is the most popular way that students cope with their mental health issues?
Students do a lot of things, whether it's self-care and anything ranging from going to the gym, focusing on their sleep, even coloring. There is no shade. But even just trying to take care of themselves, students are pretty adept at that.
Has Marist helped and advocated for your mental health and struggles?
I definitely think so in a lot of ways. They do have therapy available, which I am actively in and I think has helped. More stuff would be helpful, but in terms of the general basis, I think is pretty good.
What are some strategies and techniques students struggling with mental health can use to benefit their situation?
Ooh, okay, hold on. Strategies and techniques to benefit or help themselves through a situation. Basically, it's how they talk to themselves and how they set expectations on themselves.
At Marist and in college living, what do you think has impacted your mental health the most?
I think the workload has been really hard, and sometimes people not believing you when you say that it is really difficult and really having an impact. People will tell you, well, this is what college is. If it's not for you, maybe you should drop out. And it's a tough thing to deal with and balance. So I definitely think that a workload balanced with understanding that you're here for a major that makes you passionate is an important thing to keep in mind.
What seems to be the hardest time of the school year for students, and why do you think that is?
Ooh, all right, so it depends on the year. First year students really struggle with settling in. That first couple of weeks when they first get here, a lot of homesickness, a lot of why am I having trouble connecting with people? So feeling isolated and lonely. But then after folks have settled in for a while, the things that tend to kind of come up timing-wise are midterms and finals, because that's also around the time when everything else seems to happen.
What advice do you have for a student who may be struggling with their mental health and who refuses therapy?
My first thing was going to be therapy, but if you're not able to or you're just not ready for it, because that was definitely me growing up and I should have done otherwise. But I think that if I were to go back in time and instead of therapy, if I were to do something, it would probably be reach out to a friend or find people, find your tribe, and kind of go from there, because you will find like-minded people.
Have you ever had a hard topic to ingest from a student, and how do you separate time from your work for your own mental health?
Oh, that is a lot of practice. We hear a lot of tough stories from our students. They're really resilient, but some of them have gone through a lot of stuff. And I will say, when I first was working in college mental health, it was definitely hard for me to separate. A lot of it was just time and practice and learning that, again, I'm part of one story and their wellness journey. And really I'm doing what I can, but I also have to take care of myself so that I can show up for students and my team.
How do you personally cope with your mental health issues?
I want to say the healthiest way, but sometimes it's not. But I think that one of the things that I do is I try to find something that allows me to connect with other people, albeit, video games, or maybe I go to a club meeting, something that allows me to just connect with other humans.
Have you found that some students struggle with their mental health more than others based on certain factors, such as race, gender, sexual orientation, and identity?
It's another soapbox of mine. The factors do not contribute to the mental health issues. It's racism, it's sexism, it's homophobia. Those are the things that contribute to mental health issues. So people with some of these identity factors might experience some mental health challenges, not because of those factors, but because of how they're navigating the world with these things. And also barriers to access to mental health. That's also a huge thing.